Hey guys, what is up? Denver here. Welcome to today's video. I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. For some of you it's going to be morning. I know there's some European folks out there, so happy evening. I hope you guys are taking it easy out there. We're going to do things a little bit different for this video. First off, if you guys don't know, I just hit 1,000 followers on Instagram and 100 subscribers on YouTube in the same day, and I am so excited about that. Thank you so much. I had absolutely no intention of that happening so soon. Very blessed, and I really do appreciate your guys' support. So in honor of that, I just kind of want to kick it back with the boys today. I know I had a lot of questions on what I was doing in Freeplay, kind of breaking down kind of my thought process and that kind of stuff. So I figured I'd just hop into some Freeplay and show you guys kind of what I'm looking for, what I'm looking to do when I'm doing my daily warm-up, when I'm training mechanics for a longer extended period, and just that kind of stuff. But again, thank you guys so much. And if you are watching this and you haven't found my Instagram yet, I will be sure to link that down below. I do post clips. I've been trying to do daily posts. I know I post daily on YouTube, but trying to start the Instagram grind as well. Also, if you're on another platform, please just let me know, and I will try to migrate over there. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get this. We're just gonna do this all in one clip. We're not gonna, break this out or do anything crazy. I just want to show you raw footage of kind of what I'm looking for. So, for anybody who is on PC and you don't use Bacchus mod, use Bacchus mod, because I use. You come here, if you hit F2, if you're not on console, give me 1 second here. I use this air dribble mode. I already had it on. What it does is if you hit down on the D-pad, it kind of gives you that roller. So it gives more of like a natural roll up to the wall. You can also, to replace what I'm about to say, you can also come over here, and I do also love this wall air dribble one. It's basically just the same thing, right? You get a couple different shots, right? And I think the next one's kind of more of an awkward one. And then the last one, this one is what you guys have probably seen me do my double flip resets on. Oh, wanted to get one for you guys on the first try. But yeah, so what I like to start off my Freeplay training with is just kind of loosening up. With something I like to enjoy, but also something that really helps out a lot of different aspects. So what I'll do is I'll roll up the wall here and just focus on my first touch, right? I'll follow it, but I'm trying to break this down here. So I'll roll it up and try to get a good first touch and then flip into it, going towards the back wall, and then get that backboard read. So what I'm trying to train and warm up with is getting the first touch off the wall, learning to fly off and get the flip into the wall, learning working on my flip cancel so that way I can follow it up better off the wall, and then moving my car in different ways to get me to the ball in an efficient manner, and also the wall read. So I'm trying to start with that and whatnot. So it usually looks a little something like this. I just hopped on. Sometimes it's a ceiling touch, and it looks pretty crappy like that most of the time, not gonna lie. Oh god. we don't talk about that, but you kind of get the point, right? I'm under the spotlight here. Just get something like that, and then try to follow it up. I try to aim it more higher on the backboard, so I can actually get the read. But it's really the first touch. So you see how my first touch before I flipped into it there was actually still close to my ball, or close to my car, so I could still follow it up. So that's really what I'm going for. So I'll do that probably for a solid 5 minutes or so, just kind of warming it up. Yeah, you see, it's just awkward after you're done with the flip. It just puts you in an awkward position. So I like to start with that for about 5 minutes or so, and then what I'll do from there is just basically go around just hitting the ball as hard as I can. It'll bounce off, and then just go for an immediate banger, right? And if it's going to take a little while, I use Bacchus mod. You definitely don't have to. But the key here is to get these wall reads and to get these power shots or powerful touches on the ball, right? It doesn't have to be on target. I really wish if you if you switch to normal mode in Bacchus mod, unfortunately you can't do this for for console. I'm sorry guys. And you hit down on that, it'll actually pass it to you, and then you can work on just banging the ball off the wall if you need to get it started again. You just do this over and over, right? So I'll do stuff like that. The mechanics there, I'm trying to warm up again, kind of getting a feel for the corners of my car and kind of hitting that ball with power and speed, and then just these the wall reads and stuff. But after that, I'll go into just more like a bounce dribble, so starting the bounce dribble up and not shooting at first, right? Just kind of just keeping control of the ball. You know, I'll have it on top of my hood, and then I'll just start the dribble here, and then if I want to, I'll go for the shot. Also another thing, so I do kilometers per hour because I'm a super cool guy, but if you do miles an hour, I'm not too sure. But what I like to do is I like to try to keep all of my shots at 95 plus. I think 100 miles an hour is usually good, so you see that one's 95, and Bacchus mod tells you that, but you can also wait until you see down there at the bottom it says 96. So and yeah, there's that again. This is just gonna be just a word vomit. I'm trying to just get as much out here as I can for you guys. I know there was a lot of questions after that one video, my free play video, so I'm just trying to answer as much as I can. I'm trying to think of what else I did. I'm just trying to run through my routine off the top of my head. I basically just work on power shots, and then once I kind of focus on some of these mechanics a little bit, what I'll do is I'll just end up going and just chasing the ball, right? So as fast as I can. If I miss that, that's actually even better, because then I can work on my recoveries and stuff like that. I don't want to take control. All I want to do is just bang the ball, right? So right there, I'm just trying to make the next touch. And then every now and then, you have to have an intention with the ball, right? So if I'm just trying to make a quick touch on it, like say something like this, where I can follow it up on the wall, that's great. Or you can have an intention to actually score the ball. So like here, that's more of a simple setup, but you get what I'm saying. So have an intention with what you're doing with the ball. Know before you're gonna touch the ball if you're gonna go for just like a speedy hit on it, and just, you know, it doesn't matter what kind of touch as long as you're getting the touch, or if you're gonna actually, you know, push it to a corner, push it into a goal, or, you know, take it up a wall, you know, and just try to get that second touch. So as soon as you can, that's really going to help you with speed and whatnot, and that really helps. So I do also have a just daily routine. I end with free play, so before my games, I'll end with free play, but I do have about an hour warm up before this. If you guys want, I'll make another video. I'll just make another video for the next one, going through kind of my daily warm up before free play. And then you can kind of look back at this video and then compare this to the 20 minutes of free play if you guys want. And then after that, I really focus more on like air plays, because I play so many ones, I don't get much time in the air. You know, aerial challenges and stuff like that, especially with twos, you really don't see that as much either. And so what I was seeing there for a little bit was, you know, my challenges weren't good, just my mechanics in general weren't where they should be, and they were lacking further behind, you know, some of my ground mechanics, I guess you could say. So my free plays, I definitely do focus on that, even though you won't really see me go for them as much in game. I like to keep that there, because when I do play threes, you know, you have to have that. That's, you know, it's really tough to play threes without being able to challenge in the air. Another one I really do like, and I've showed you guys this before, is this wall hit mode. You don't have to have this. It's not an essential, but I just enjoy this one a lot. Ooh, if you set it to expert mode and then hit right on the D-pad. If you want, just let me know down in the comment section below if you guys want me to kind of make a training pack for some of these types of shots for console players, or even if you're PC and you just don't like Bacchus mod or something, I don't know. Let me know, and I can make it just like a training pack, just some basic stuff, so you guys don't have to, and, you know, keep it easy. Let me just fake that. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, really, it's just ball chasing for the most part. You know, so say you've been training mechanic, right? So a lot of you, maybe not a lot of you, but if you're down in gold, diamond, plat, something like that, your mechanics probably aren't where mine are. Let me just flex on you real quick. No, I love all you guys. But if your mechanics aren't here, you probably wouldn't want to start with, it's not going to do it because I'm on air dribble mode. You probably don't want to start with the rolling the ball up here, flipping into it, flip canceling for a backboard double touch. You probably don't want to start your sessions off like that. Maybe that's a mechanic you'll grind out separately in a different time, but if you're warming up for ranked, don't do that. Alright, the one thing I will say that anybody should do, I don't care what rank you are, right, is going to be to just focus on keeping control of the ball just like this, alright? Because if you guys have seen any of my ones videos, or probably any of my twos videos, this is probably my favorite position. Kinky, right? But, so being able to start this up, right? So say you have the ball right here, or say the ball is just rolling like this, you can just get a quick one and then go for a shot immediately. So you can get a quick shot off. But I really like the slow plays that you can get with this. So you can start it, and then you can just go for the fake 50 right here if they give you a lot of room, which at lower ranks you will find that people don't challenge immediately. It's kind of tougher to find those situations the higher up you get, but you do start to see them every now and then. Or, you know, the more advanced you get, you can come up to, if I can not be a pleb here, come up to more of an air dribble type of thing, air dribble bump, that kind of stuff, or just a simple, you know, get it to like a high bounce into like a shot, right? So you can do a lot with that. I think if I had to go back and focus on anything, it would 100% be the ground shots, specifically the dribbles, the bounce dribbles. I don't know why I couldn't remember what that was. But yeah, that's basically it, man. I mean, like, you really just gotta grind this out. It's gonna suck. You know, nobody wants to hear, you know, just grind Freeplay. But, I mean, if you just take a look at what I do, that is literally, the 20-minute footage or whatever is literally what I did before, like a 2-hour ranked grind, you know, or something like that. I was just like, I'm gonna be recording anyways. I'm just gonna start the recording now. And I figured you guys should just, you know, take a look at that, kind of see how I warm up and stuff. Basically, you're just kind of getting used to your car, right? So if you, I suck. Another thing that I'll do, I don't know if I did it in this Freeplay training that I put out, but basically just kind of like flipping around, getting used to your car, right? Making sure that you're always landing on all 4 wheels and shit like that, right? I guess, but you know what? I don't really care about monetization at this point. We're just catching vibes, right? But yeah, so just flipping around, right? I could do this like for hours and just have a ton of fun. I know a lot of people probably couldn't, but like, you know, this really helps with your recoveries. Just kind of focusing on just flipping around the field. Get down your corner flips, right? You want to be, corner flipping. There you go. And stuff like that on a lot of your challenges, because doing a front flip like this, you're actually going to be boosting backward. You can't boost through your challenge and stuff like that. So yeah, again, this is just a word vomit, man. I'm just super excited about the 1,000 followers and stuff like that, so wanted to get something out. Yeah, how long is this at this point? Probably what, like 10 minutes or something like that? You can go a little longer, I guess. I guess one thing I haven't touched on is like keeping the ball on top of your car and stuff. So if I could get this, I'm lazy, man. I'm lazy. I need the Bacchus mod now. It used to be console, and you know I have to do all this stuff myself. But so one move that I will focus on. So actually, you know, before I even start saying that, stop. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you stop. And you're just gonna have to know what I'm talking about. Stop training the ceiling shots. Stop training like the flip resets or whatever. They're not useful. Okay, they're useful, right? But they're not as useful, right? If you're talking about efficiency of time, don't train them, right? So the things that I remember when I was first starting out, getting into ones, like seriously, like getting into ones, all I would do was just flick, you know, like all I would do is just read where the opponent is, and either flick it or go for low 50. And that's literally what I still do up in Grand Champion 1s. That is all I do, right? So learning how to do that 45 flick, that's gonna feel really weird at first, but the reason why it's so good, right? So if you can flick it from half field, right? So even this is probably too close of a range for it to be, if you can't really aim it that well. Let me see. But you can flick it from half field and still be fine. But when you go like that, you're not committing fully, I guess, right? So I can come out with a flicking guide if you guys really want it. But look one up for now. If you really want to learn this one, what you'll do is you'll have the ball on top of your car, and you'll kind of come to like a 45. There's a 90 degree and then there's a 181, which those are fun, but they're not as practical because the 181 is just doing a front flip basically, right? The reason why you like doing the 45 flick is because it's less risky, because you're not flipping, you're not scoring yourself with this, right? If I do a front flip, I'm ending like right here, right? Or maybe like up here if I didn't boost that last portion. Whereas if you're like doing this, you're flicking here, you're like half the distance, maybe not, but you're not committing yourself as much, right? So you can just basically take these long range shots from here and then just wait for them to save it. And then if they save it, then you can go in, make the challenge. You have boost, or you can go in, steal boost and stuff like that. So if I were in a gold, plat, or diamond position, I would purely just focus on just getting used to the ball on top of my car and around me. So whether that's a bounce dribble or just like here, right? And then reading the opponent. So that's gonna be the next thing. This is gonna be a much longer video than I thought it was gonna be. But we're just vibing out here, boys. All right, and girls. Actually, I do have some girl viewers, which is kind of funny. Not funny. All right, I love that. Love to see it. All right. But you don't want to come at the goal just like this, right? The reason why you don't want to come at the goal like that is because you can't see. A, you can't see the goal, and B, as the defender, where's the ball gonna go? It's just gonna come straight at me. I know I can just challenge straight ahead, right? The way you want to be challenging, or the way you want to be approaching the goal, is at this kind of an angle. If you go that way, right? So if you have the ball right here, you can see. You can see the opponent, right? So if you position your car, I can see the goal. The opponent's probably near post right there, right? So I can see when they're challenging. That tells me when to flick, if I can flick, or if I should be dropping it. Right here, I can't see anything, right? So getting used to okay, so if you're silver or gold, get used to just having the ball on top of your car, or even just, just down here like this, right? If you're kind of starting to get up, you're plat, diamond, or even higher if you're at my rank, get used to having the ball on top of your car, but focusing on how you're positioning your challenge or your attack. All right, so even that's not really ideal. You can always, I will say, the only time you want to be coming straight forward is if you're doing the 45 flick from midfield. That's probably going to be the best time, and they're not going to challenge, right? Because you can just take pot shots, and it's like whatever, right? But I still think that, that's it, fuck. The best approach that you can take is going to be right here. Because right here, I can drop it, go for a low 50, I can keep a bounce, shoot, or I can flick it. And I know exactly where the opponent is the entire time. So I would focus more so on that kind of play style in free play. If you're a threes player, then it might not make that much sense for you to train flicks and that kind of stuff as much, just because you don't have as much time on the ball. But I will counter you being a threes player. You threes players out there, let me talk to you for a second, all right? Everybody else can leave. I will say that if you're a threes main, you don't play ones, play ones, okay? It teaches you kind of how to challenge the ball, and it forces you to learn your mechanics, and it also shows you where you are shows you kind of where you need improvement, let's say that, all right, in Rocket League, right? If you're constantly getting counterattacked, that's probably the most frustrating thing in this game, in my opinion. It tells you that you need to work on either your recoveries, or your shot selection, right? If you're diving in, you're flicking like this, and here, let me turn this off actually. I think it's up here, right? Yeah. And you're diving in, let's say you're here and you want to go for a front flick. Now you're here, and guess what? And you missed and you hit the crossbar. The opponent has just been waiting, and they're just going to drive the ball into your goal. The higher up you go, they're going to know to wait for that kind of stuff. So it teaches you to work on your shot selection, recoveries in that case, but there's many other cases. If you're missing a lot of open nets, or if you're just missing, right? So say you're just constantly just booming the ball and you meant to shoot that actually, right? Then, you know that either in Freeplay or in a custom training pack, you need to focus on getting your shots on target. Same thing with your flicks. If your flicks aren't looking like that, your flicks are more, I don't even know, like that, like you're just flat out missing your flick or something like that, then you know to work on your flicks, stuff like that. So I know that's like the gospel of Rocket League is to be like, hey, do ones and you free play, right? But it's the truth. It sucks. Okay, I honestly have not prepared this piece. Like this was not me like preparing for this video at all. I have my text chat disabled. I play with some people every now and then, and I will watch them get like tilted. If they're on my team, I will watch them get tilted, and they'll be talking to me, and I'm like, dude, you're getting tilted. Turn off text chat. That's how I play ranked. If I'm just chilling, I'll have it on and stuff. But if I'm actually trying to grind out my ranks, I turn it off because I don't care. I don't care about it. All right, you got to trust that your teammates are going to know that left goes, and if they don't, then like whatever. It's one goal. You should be winning by more than one goal. If you're not, then you need to improve somewhere, right? So yeah, that's probably the biggest things. We're just getting very philosophical, I guess. But yeah, let's see here. What are we at? Probably a 20-minute video. Holy cow. If you guys have stuck around this long, seriously, I appreciate it. There are a few of you there's probably actually a good amount of you who I actually DM on basically a daily basis. And I want to just say, if I've ever DM'd you, or if you've ever DM'd me or anything like that, I just want to say I definitely appreciate your support. You're probably the ones who have stuck around in this video to this point. It means a lot, and all I want to do with this channel is just kind of grow it. Not even grow it. I want to just help this community that I know and love, and I've been a part of for the last 3 years. I don't have a goal. A lot of you are telling me, hey, you'll hit this subscriber amount by this point, and I do appreciate the support, but I'm not in it for the subscribers. I genuinely do enjoy making these videos, and all I want is for people to get better at the game in some facet, right? That's why, in the giveaway I'm giving away like a stupid amount of coaching sessions or whatever like that, and I've told a lot of you that even if you don't win it, don't worry, I'll hook you up still, right? Because I'm not here for the subscribers or any dollar monetization. I'm not even monetized at this point, so who cares, right? I'm genuinely here to help out this amazing community, and I need to cut this video down because it's already way too long, right? But just know I definitely appreciate you guys. We'll go out to the main menu and hit the classic outro, right? But with that being said, that is going to be the video today, folks. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. I know it's Saturday morning or Saturday evening for a lot of you. Thank you for sticking around this long in the video and just in general. I know it's only been about a week I've been posting videos, but just know I appreciate you. And I hope you guys took something from this. If you did, please like and subscribe down below. I would definitely appreciate that. If you haven't checked out the Instagram, go check that out. Just hit 1K yesterday, I guess for you guys. Today, right now, when I'm recording that, it's today. And I was so excited to see 100 subscribers and 1K followers basically within like an hour or two. That was pretty cool. So I hope I grow a little bit more. If not, no worries. I'll help out this 100 people where I can. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys take it easy out there, and I will see you in the next one.